You know, the more of those Spectrum bottles I drink, the less I'm able to differentiate their colors. Ready when you are.
Hello, I'm Dostra. I don't know if I was muted earlier, so you may have heard me like yelling to Mama Dragon, but if not, then this is weird. So, where we left off, we did a few friend missions. We picked up Ellie. I know there's some quest in this world, like this planet, so I'm gonna try to find those, but at the same time, I kind of want to know her. Like what? Let's listen to her again.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling? If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Okay, Groundbreaker. Got it. Let's go.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's like an unmodified version of Sam.
Is Mayfield still drinking?
I'll sue every technician and employee.
If I never smell another raft, it'll be too soon. Weren't you a sawbones? Figured you ought to have smelled worse. Sure, but those things reek like bad cologne. It's
I mean, I
different.
can just fast travel to my ship. I don't need to actually find it. So, Groundbreaker. So, I posted my new schedule. I mean, it's a temporary schedule because I didn't want to clash with anyone's New Year's. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm technically going to be streaming for 5 days straight because I streamed yesterday. But I count that as last week, well, this one counts as this week. But after the end of year schedule, I'm going back to my regular schedule.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Let's see. I'm trying to think how fast it actually takes to travel.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
I like how we just accidentally killed a guy. Well, it was his fault for holding the beacon, and it fell on him. So it was his fault why he died. Anyways, it's funny how we unintentionally killed a guy and we claimed his ship and basically his identity. Like, some people see it says as Hawthorne. It's kind of funny. If I can't seem to find this spacer outfit, I'll just walk around that planet, that rich planet. I almost called it Coruscant from Star Wars. Stevedore. Bella shells. Huh. Where's the spacers then? I probably need to steal it off because she said it's not something you can buy.
Okay.
Let's save here, just in case. Resume. I could just steal these with no consequence. Oh, that one I can't steal without consequence. What's this? I need the weapon parts, so I'm just gonna... Somehow I'm still not over encumbered. I think that should be what we need. Let's close the door or something. I mean, I'll clean these two. Okay, let's go. guessing that's what she wants. If that's not what she wants, then I'll break down all those pieces of armor I just got and, you know, use them for parts for my outfit. She wants me to wear one. I'll try both once we get to her place. Tired. Hold on. Yep. Let's go.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Serial. I know they mean by like TV series, but still funnier if I think about it like actual serial.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Byzantium. It's not like countries. Because there's Edgewater, there's Roseway, and there's blah blah blah. And Tassium? She just said it, and I just forgot it. I am stupid. I was actually really hoping to play Sonic Frontiers yesterday, but I kept getting distracted with Nekopara. Like, it could have ended a lot faster if I didn't get distracted and if I didn't, like, misread stuff. But what's done is done. It's out of my control. We'll play Sonic Frontiers at the end of the week. It's also going to be the last stream for the year, too. Isn't that crazy? I know I didn't really do a Christmas special, but the thing is, I did want to do a Christmas special, but I didn't have energy because I was doing a lot of things. Like, not only was I baking, I also still had assignments for online class. Today, most of my teachers didn't come to school because... Huh. I get it. Also, hello. Yeah, I really wanted to do a Christmas special. But, like I said, I couldn't because I was so busy. I had to bake. I had to help Mama Dragon prepare. I had assignments to be done. I was streaming. I was contemplating if I should do a late Christmas one, but it won't make sense. So maybe we could just hold on for next year's Christmas.
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there.
I mean, technically speaking, the Nekopara kit could be counted as a Christmas special. That could just be copium. I mean, I didn't celebrate my 6 months either. I mean, my 6 months is next month. Well, 1 year and a half. Because I've been Jaws, the VTuber for... I've been Jaws the VTuber for a year now. Well, a year and 5 months.
I can't wait to see those outfits.
What can I do for you, darling?
Okay, Spacer's gear. I'll wear the helmet. Let's see. Armor. What armor am I wearing? Oh. What helmet am I wearing? I just... Both. That's not Spacer's gear. Gosh darn it. What is?
I can't wait to see those outfits.
What can I do for you, darling?
Gosh darn it, it's not the one I'm looking for. Is that a pot? this? Glute suit. Elite armor. Plasma rifle. Supper time. Class. I don't have anything spacers. Besides the hammer, but that's besides. Oh crap, I didn't mean to sell that. Can I get that back? Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I don't have an iconoclast. I mean, I also don't feel like killing people just for clothes. Let me solo. Oh, I have an eye patch.
I can't wait to see those outfits.
What can I do for you, darling?
Gosh darn it. Alright, I'll go back to the groundbreaker, but for the time being, let me break down some of these. I mean, I could... she did take them, so... Do I really need all these heads? I'll keep one. What does the helmet... What does the... Oh, I get sneak attack damage plus 10. Melee skills plus 10. What did my old helmet give me? Persuade. So, Marauder, Spacer... The thing is, unlike Fallout, if you kill someone, they don't drop their outfits. That's what makes this quest annoying. Like, I could have just killed someone for their outfits, but this game isn't gonna give it to me. Most of my friends didn't come to school, so I was basically lonely the whole day. Ah, I know that feeling. I mean, here in Australia, no one's really not a lot of people are motivated to go to the last day of school. Then again, the last day of school in Australia tends to be around December 16. University is different because I took a third semester, aka summer school. Well, it's not officially called summer school, I just call it summer school. Actually, a lot of students call it summer school. But to the universities, it's just called semester 3. Or summer studies.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Mine is actually next year. Huh.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Because in Australia, it's summer from December to February, but universities tend to start at mid to late February. Depending on your university, some universities start in late January. And also we get, in primary school to high school, we have 4 terms. Each term can last from 10 to 11 weeks. And between each term is 2 weeks break. Why though? Kids are cruel, Jack. and I'm very in touch with my inner child. I can't do a Sundowner voice. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll just buy it, I guess. I haven't killed anything yet, and it's almost 20 minutes into the stream. I said not to buy the outfit. This is the bar. Wait, you're the wrong person. Waste disposal. I realize this is probably the only game where I don't start off. Yeah, technically. A lot of them are just copies of other games. I don't play Roblox, but I have friends who do. I just realized this is the only game where I don't start off being homeless. Like, I'm literally given a ship in the beginning of the game. Huh. Maybe I'll look around. Maybe.
This is House
Hero.
advertisement for the following story. Jock announced a breakthrough in medical technology today. Their top scientists have developed the ultimate bolter.
This eye patch is space. How does it not count?
Fast and light, Jock is ready. For you. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Grady. They told us not to. She told us not to buy outfits, but at this point I'm tempted to just buy an outfit. Sliced bread. Bunch of bananas. Yeah, I'll probably just buy the outfit. I mean, I'll save just in case it's not what she wants.
I'm just in port long enough to get another haul contract.
I'm not reading that. I'm just curious. What's that? Nah. I thought that card was important. Cat and father tactics, actually good. Hello, how are ya? Ooh. No.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
For some reason, yesterday during the Nekopara stream, I was like very loopy for the Nekopara stream, so I confused a lot of things like reading and people. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hallucinated that you were there, but it was someone else. Probably because I saw the dude in their name. But now I'm probably 98%. Oh wait, lie. I'm gonna break my knees so many times. Yeah. But you guys probably saw my end of year stream schedule. Hello. What do you sell?
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a
I
testament to
think
its
you are the
durability.
guy I'm looking for.
We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel borders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Let's see what you have. I finally found what I was looking for. Place where I could be without remorse. What? I am confused now. Spacer's choice. Yes. Yes. I'll take this. This one looks cooler. I'll also sell junk. Hello, how are ya? Why were you eating spicy ramen? So, like I said, I didn't do any Christmas special because I was very busy during Christmas. With not just home, but also school stuff. Well, university. I mean, to me, university is still school. They feel the same. So, I kind of feel bad. Like, I didn't do anything special for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Belated Merry Christmas to you guys. And I don't think I'm gonna do anything for I don't think I'm gonna do anything for New Year either. The reason, because I canceled my New Year stream, because normally I would have had to stream in New Year. But I don't want to get into anyone's New Year's schedule. But, just in case, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Like, goals for the next year? I posted my resolutions on Twitter. I mean, there's only 3 of them, but...
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
It's also our shower, so it's kind of weird. Are you relaxing?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I was gonna do get a girlfriend until I realized... Maybe you should take baby steps, you know? Maybe, work out social awkwardness. That could be your baby step, and after that you could get a girlfriend. Because you can't get to like, a lot of people will skip step 1 to get to step 2, but most of the time that's the reason why they're numbered. See? It's a start. I've never been in a relationship, so I'm sorry. I can't really give advice. Like, like I said, back in high school, people would go up to me for relationship advice. I'm like, I've never been in a relationship and I'm aromantic. Why would people always go up to me? Is it because I'm a wise aged dragon? I'm also half demon, but still. Huh. My resolutions are, I want my dream to come true, which is to, you know, make a bunch of people happy and kind of make a living out of it. Then what was the other one? I forgot my second one, but I remember my third one. Oh, my second one was to believe in myself more. Because a part of me still feels like I'm not working hard enough, or that I'm not really a real VTuber. And for my third resolution, is that I want to be able to make money either by stream or not stream. Because I want to help out my family and improve stream quality for you guys. So, yeah, those are my resolutions. Like, people says I already work hard enough, but in my opinion, I'm not working hard enough. Like, I need to do more to make people happy.
I've always loved that sculpture.
I mean, technically speaking, it's my final year. I can graduate. Like, I literally only have two units left for university.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
Okay, you can't wait to see those outfits, huh? What if I put them on? I mean, like I said before, I've streamed when I had COVID and I survived. Even though not a lot of people are happy with me that I did that. I have a question. I've played Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4, but I've only played New Vegas and 3 on my channel. I plan to play 4 one day.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
Here's the spacer gear.
If I were an enter-
I'm wearing the spacer gear. Okay. Hold on. My t-shirt thought, huh. Like, I know Firewall kind of went crazy about it, and in a sense, Loma also kind of went crazy about it. During my debut, during my during my anniversary, I decided to stream. But the thing was, I had COVID for the entire week. But I still decided to stream. And, it's not because of the streaming. Like, I knew my limits. I only streamed half time, or sometimes I only streamed for an hour. I sorta kinda coughed up a bit of blood. But I survived. That's why I'm not I survived.
I can't wait to see. What can I do for you, darling?
Like, do I just sell them to you? You know what? F you. And the thing is, I kept it a secret for a while because I didn't want anyone to worry, but when Firewall was feeling down, I wanted to give him an example that even I'm not invincible. Like, The thing is, I just motivated myself. Because I was like, it's my anniversary, I want to make people happy, so I need to get up from this bed and stream. Where's my open armor? Should I just keep my hat?
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do?
You know what? I'll do your quest later. I'm gonna do something that actually I have in the past and I sucked at it, so I decided never again. Because I used to watch my younger brother play it. I'm like, hey, this game is fun. But I think it was Halo 4, but my brother also played Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Ragnar told me to download Halo Infinite, so it's in my stream library, but I never really touched it.
You grew up in Byzantium, right? Don't rub it in. Oh, don't get all prickly. I just haven't met someone who left the high life on purpose.
I'm from there, but I'm not really from there, if you follow.
I mean, I could do the main quest, but it will take too long. It will take too quick.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
Then again, the only free version of Halo Infinite is the multiplayer. And seeing Ragnar stream,
What was it like being one of them?
it lagged a lot for
top
him, so I was
runners?
worried that it's gonna happen to me too.
Hey, my parents and their gold-shitting friends are top rungers, not me.
It wouldn't shock me if those fluffed up hull heads actually did pass gold.
Also, I'm
They've got
broke.
pills for that, and that's not even the weirdest
Even though
thing
I
I've
want to
seen.
help out my family,
It
the
ain't?
very
Well,
little money I
there's
earn, I
Now you've
mostly
got my
use to try and
interest.
improve streams. I do still help my family if I can. Nice. For now, I haven't really been focusing too much on gear. I've been more focusing on yeah, I did. But I managed to survive because in New Year I got payment. That's why in a sense I kinda hope in the future I could join like a corporation for VTubers. But that's not my main goal right now because in the same time I feel like I'm gonna abandon you guys. But if it needs to be done, you know, if I do join a corporation, I could entertain a lot more people because, you know, they could expose me to people and also I could earn money for my family and improve streams. But at the same time, right now, I'm not sure if I'm ready. And also, yeah, I'd feel bad. Like, I feel bad for, like, abandoning you guys. It also depends on the company. A lot of companies some companies let you keep your past identity. Other companies don't. I'm not going to be picky with what company I want as long as, you know, my dream and my goals are met. If it's the one that lets me keep if it's a company that lets me keep my identity, then it's good, because you guys can still watch me. But if it's a company that, you know, gives me a new identity, I'm worried that, you know, you guys won't be there.
Why can't something exciting happen?
And my voice is not unique. A lot of people knows what my voice. A lot of people probably has this similar voices to me. So I'm not. It might be hard to find me. I'll think about Halo. Like I said, I didn't really have a good experience with the games. Your voice sounds mom-like. I've heard that before. No, the thing is I kind of have a sense of pride, so I always go middle mode. Like, some games calls it medium, some calls it, like, average. Maple? What do you mean maple?
Oh, for the good old days when you could simply ask
I ever tell you about this
Still.
one patient? One that her eyebrows moved up and the tip of her nose raised. What? Why?
We'll
Was
see.
she trying to
But for
disguise
now,
herself?
don't worry about
She on
me
the run
joining
or
the company just yet.
So she'd always be looking down
Like,
on
I only
everyone.
have like almost a year and a
Byzantine
half
life
of
seems awful
experience.
cushy. Could
Companies
get myself
probably
used
look
to kicking
for
back
like
a spell.
3
It's all
to
paperwork, ass kissing,
3
and
to
stuffy
5
parties
years of
where everyone eats
experience.
too much. An overabundance of food sounds just fine to me. Not when you're on call, pumping stomachs all night.
Prideful Cinere. I like sweat. I don't like sweat. I know what you're saying. I'm just teasing. What's in here? I haven't killed anything this stream yet. I mean, I killed her, but I reloaded the save, so I don't think it counts.
Yeah, I can't believe it's not forced. It's
I'm
unbelievable
sassy?
how good it is.
I only wish.
I mean, I do have a habit of teasing people. When I was a... I mean, in a sense, I've always had the same dream. When I was a kid, I wanted to be like, you know, Spider-Man. I wanted to help people. Then around 4, I was like, I want to be realistic. Why does the robot sound like... Don't ask. Then I wanted to be realistic by the age of 4, so I said I wanted to be a doctor.
Think I can hit that mechanical down there?
Not operate heavy machinery for 2 hours.
But then I realized doctors can accidentally kill people.
Blame it on you.
So I thought about it for a while. Around the time I reached mid-childhood, I contemplated of being a sports player to provide entertainment. Then later on, I decided I wanted to be a singer. So I got vocal lessons, I sang every day, I took music classes. Like, even back when I was a kid, people said I had a natural singing voice, I just didn't know how to tame it. So I went to vocal lessons to try and tame my voice. And then,
I've always
but at the same
loved
time,
this.
I was kinda shy. So I thought about doing something very, very similar to Hannah
I
Montana
love Byzantium.
and have 2 identities, one regular identity and one singing identity. Then around 2016, or was it 2018, VTubers came to the rise. Have you played Roblox? No, I have not. Facade, just like Maple. I don't have... Anyways, then VTubers came along and I'm like, hey, I don't need to be Hannah Montana. I can just be a VTuber. And I found out VTubers can also play video games. And I'm like, I love video games. I mean, also around childhood I also wanted to become a YouTuber. Because I was inspired by like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye. Like, they could entertain people, make people happy, and get paid for it. But the payment wasn't really my main goal. My main goal was
That's one right
actually
there.
the
Can't you just
entertainment
see the
aspect. Like, a lot of
stench
people looked up to
impropriety
these people.
radiating off of her?
Like, they provided hope, and I wanted to be like that. And then when I realized... So I was kind of split between YouTuber and singer. But then, when VTubers came out, it's like, you know, convenient.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
You still have to bring out your sponsorship. Farewell. Anyways, when VTubers came along, I was like, huh, I could be both. I could be a singer and a YouTuber.
Hey, sorry about your folks, Ellie.
So
I'm just
that's
sorry I
why
forgot
that's
to
the
search the
origins
liquor
of Jaws,
cabinet
the
before we left.
VTuber. What's this shop?
know that's a joke, but be careful. I lost someone once. After I buried him, I raided his Rizzo stash for a bit of comfort. And I ain't stopped drinking.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice.
What?
We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
Take care. What's in here? Why did it save? I'm able to kill NPCs. Yeah, they have special red vodka. What are you talking about? Is that going to be you? Nah, I did that in my last playthrough. Okay, let's see what quest is available instead of just me roaming around. Weapon from the Void, search Hawthorne's clues. I could do this one. Convince that guy to go to work. Talk. Okay, time to do all these quests because I have nothing better to do and I have no idea what that lady wants from me. I'm tempted to just look up a walkthrough, a guide. But I'll do that later. I don't want this stream to be boring. With just me telling my life story of wanting to be an entertainer since I was a kid.
Please elaborate. We really wanna hear what you wanna say, Jehovah.
Wait, which part of Outerworld did you kill all the the place I was just in, because there are a bunch of rich folk. I mean, I turned against them and they started killing me. Trying to kill me. I mean, Edgewater also tried to kill me, but because I wanted to be the violent savior, I mostly just attacked back when self-defense. I didn't actively kill them. That voice still censures done your spine. What about...
We've arrived at the ground.
What about this one? Is this voice weird for you? Or is the other one a lot weirder?
So, you just feel weird if I use this voice? It's weird.
Which voice?
Like, it's kinda weird that I could instantly
Go to that voice
and this voice
whenever I want. The ara. But this voice is my true voice. I wonder what I'll sound like if I actually buy a voice changer. Like, the problem with the Nekopara cat voice stream is that I couldn't really do masculine voices, so it was kinda weird. Or my. It's either one, but they give off the same one, yeah. It was everywhere for some... Yeah, because a lot of people realized that it was really popular and it gave a lot of people, like, you know, feelings.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch.
But... But, like I said, originally I was thinking of doing a voice.
Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do,
Imagine
can
I
usually take
actually
care of them
went
as
with my
myself.
original plans, and there's an
It'd be
alternate
nice to have
universe
you in
out
here
there.
patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
But,
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
like, what do you call it? What was I gonna say? Imagine in an alternate universe I did continue on with my plan and debut with a voice. I'd probably have less subscribers because people would think I sound fake. That's my opinion though. Cause yeah, I guess. Cause in a sense, I wanted to connect to the audience, like I wanted to show them the real me. So doing a voice would have, you know, faked it.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape.
You realize something?
I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals
No,
at this
that's
rate.
something I'm not gonna do, a face reveal. Like, yeah, I lost the bet and I need to do that cosplay, but I'm wearing a face mask. So the most you'll see of my face is my eyes, and even then it'll be covered in makeup. I'll try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where
I'm not gonna wear my glasses
ride the
because it
adventuring
doesn't
You
match
look out,
with
though.
the
The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
it doesn't match with the cosplay. Because I lost that bet. What should I not tell him? I don't remember anything. But you'll have to wait for that in February because the cosplay said it's gonna arrive here in February 4. Maybe I do know, but I don't know what you're talking about. Even though I want to be... It's kind of weird how I said I want to be as true to myself as possible, but, you know, I have the whole unknown gender thing. But I'd rather keep it that way. I don't want to get any advantages of male and female VTubers. I just want to... Yeah, I've never played Roblox. I have friends who played Roblox, and I watched them play Roblox. In fact, one of the... Actually, 3 of the kids I used to babysit, they're starting high school soon. They used to play Roblox, but now I heard that they don't really play Roblox anymore.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
But I'd rather, you know, because in a sense, how am I gonna say this? When those trolls come about, they're like, oh, you're not a girl, you're a boy using a voice changer, or you're not a boy, you're using you're a girl, you're using a voice changer. I'm like, I never claimed I was a boy or I was a girl. So in a sense, I'm resistant to those trolls, because they can't do anything to me. Like, I'm not gonna panic, I'm like, no, my real gender is this, guys, don't worry. No, I'm like, I never claimed I was. That's, in a sense, that's my advantage of being an unknown gender VTuber. Just say gender is yes. Even though I revealed that cosplay picture on Twitter, don't think any of it. Like, it's not gonna reveal my gender. Like I said, I could either, because of the cosplay, I could either be a girl or I could just be a femboy, but I'm not gonna give you a straight answer of which one's which. So, yeah. What's the difference between a yes and a no? Yep. I mean, the thing is... Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Zawaldo. Whoops, missed. They're dead. Zawaldo. They're low level anyway.
We're alive.
Let's see. I just like saying Zawaldo. I remember when I first came to this place, I was very underleveled, and now I can literally like kill anything in my path. But still, I need more power. Zawaldo. Oh, the Leo is sniping in gorilla. Okay, scythe time. Nice. And I assume you'll be mostly doing some gaming? Nice. It's a start. A lot of people, they just start their... A lot of people just start their, A lot of people just start their YouTube channel, they don't do anything about it. Zawaldo. Scythe time. Guys, leave some for me. Ooh, hello. Aww. I'm just... I'll sub to you after this stream. Don't worry. Like, I want to support small... Because I know what it was like. Like, this time last year I only had 27 subscribers. But as long as you're motivated and you believe in your... I don't believe in myself, but if you do better than me, like, you actually believe in yourself compared to me, then you can do better than me. Hey, thanks. My parents suggested me make a channel because I'm a speaker, but be Bocchi. Bocchi the Rock. Oh yeah.
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Ellie. Excellent timing.
What's in your
Hello,
voice?
Ellie. What a pleasure it is
Sorry.
to see your sparkling
rude.
beauty in this barren waste.
It's Dr. Fenhill.
Whoops.
You're absolutely correct, friend. No need to dwell on this.
When
not
I
at
first
all.
started streaming...
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate. Dilated pupils.
I'll let this
production.
cutscene play
Subject
through.
appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
What do you call it? When I first started streaming, I actually didn't... I actually hated my voice. Ironic for a singer, right? To hate their voice. But it's true. I really hated my voice. I hated the sound of my voice. Like... like, I hated my voice when I started, but over time, I started singing and streaming, and also my university started doing vocal lessons. Hello. Happy belated Christmas and early New Year. How are ya? But over time, I mean, I still kind of have things I want to change about my voice.
Wanda didn't send you, did she?
She did.
I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense.
I did. None taken.
Magnificent. And do please give Wanda my chilliest regards. And farewell to you, dear Dr. Fenhill. I trust I'll see you next I find myself on the Groundbreaker.
Well, that sounds like
pain.
pain.
Hope not.
Let's go. It's a me, Mario. That was a bad voice, I apologize. I want to do some grinding, but everything here is kind of low level. I think Monarch is the go-to place if you want to grind. That's the reason why when I started streaming, I didn't really do my voices like Ara or Iwu, because of that lack of confidence and hatred of my own voice. That's good. You could also try advertising, just don't spam. Like, not here, obviously, because not a lot of people see my streams. You could try advertising with social media, you know, that sort of fun stuff. At least you're getting paid. I get student payment from the government, and I get paid like $350 a week, a fortnight. I could go for Dunkin' Donuts, but the thing is, Australia doesn't have Dunkin' Donuts. My birth country has Dunkin' Donuts. Well, hatch country, because I hatched out of an egg. Huh. I mean, there's also a holiday. I mean, because I'm getting government support payment, it's... me? I'm pretty sure I told you guys I'm from Australia.
Engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
I have good health care too. Actually, a lot of countries have a lot of countries actually have good health care. But it's those that don't have good health care that stand out. Let's not get political here, so we'll just end it at that. I mean, you don't have to, like, even though at the end of the day, popularity isn't, my goal isn't popularity, even though popularity will give me more exposure to people and I can entertain more people, it's not my goal, and I don't want people to see that I'm only doing this for money and fame. I genuinely want to make people smile. I'm gonna say my motto again, because it's my motto, I can say it as much as I want, no one can judge me. If I can make at least one person smile, I've done my job. If I had 1 million fans and I can't make any of them smile, I failed. That's my motto. That's the code I live by. Because this world... I made it. But anyways, because this world has a lot of depression and pain. I don't want people to go through what I went through as a young hatchling. I want to
Were
be
I
there
a gambling
for people.
woman,
Make them
I'd
smile.
wager you're responsible for my mechanical
That's
safe
my goal.
return. I can't
really-
thank you enough.
Ah, nice. Okay, next quest. Whoops. And then I'm gonna... If I start getting like, I don't know, 1,000+ subscribers, I'll be more like... My motto will be more like, Spider-Man, like with great power comes great responsibility. Like, a lot of people are watching me, so I should make a good example so more joy can spread. Like, if I could entertain someone, maybe that person I entertain will be motivated to make someone else happy. But right now, I don't mind being small. I mean... Thanks. I actually have an ahoge in real life. Like, even though my sub-goal is to get money, that's not my main goal. I just need money to, you know, help my family out. Survival, food, water, shelter, electricity, and what do you call it? No, please, don't. And improve stream quality, but even then, that's why I kind of want to get into 1,000 subscribers, because YouTube is very picky with partnerships, but at the same time, popularity isn't my goal. And also, I need money to keep streaming afloat. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask you guys for money. Why do you think I haven't opened a Patreon or
If you stop in
coffee?
the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Because I don't want to charge you guys for anything. Like, everyone has their own needs. Like, if I do open one day, it's probably because something happened in real life where I really need the money because of family issues and also eye appointment. But yeah, I don't... Everyone has their own things. Like, everyone has bills to pay. Everyone has bills to pay. Everyone has other things to pay. So I don't want to ask people for money. Thanks, you didn't have to. Let's see. Let's see if I can find anything here. Shrink ray. There it is. Secret weapon. Okay. Thanks. I mean, I could be a bit... I mean, I don't know. There have been times I've been, like, mad and maybe a little selfish. Like, I want to be a better person, to be honest. Nice. And in a sense, I do kind of feel selfish. Like, I'm telling you guys that I have plans to join a VTuber corporation one day. And that would mean that... I mean, it depends on the company still, but... That would mean that there's a possibility I might leave you guys, you know? And I feel like that is selfish, even though I'm doing it for my dream to entertain people and help my family out with money. But that's something I'm not gonna let you guys do. My ahoge. So, I mean, right now I don't think I'm Right now, I don't think I'm corporation ready. It's kind of ironic. Like, in the Outer Worlds, I want to free people from corporation, but here I am in real life wanting to join a VTuber corporation one day.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for
But
the
yeah,
following
I feel selfish. Yeah, I know Star Wars. I made my own lightsaber via Photoshop, but I'd rather not talk about that. But yeah, I like Star Wars. When Firewall's here, we tend to talk about Star Wars a lot.
If you're here for this
it's
week's
not because
magazine
of
club
just
meeting,
money.
you're a touch late.
It's because with corporations, they advertise for you, right? So I get more exposure to people and I can make more people happy. Like, I could entertain more people. But yeah, it's probably, in a sense, I mean, I could get 1,000 subscribers here and I'll be happy about that as well. But yeah, it's a worry for me.
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Let's see. What do I need to ask her? Wait, oh.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Like, we'll see what happens in the future, but if I do join a corporation, I mean, if it's a corporation that lets me keep my identity, whoop-de-doo, I'm still gonna be here. But if it's a corporation that, but if it's a company that gives me a new identity, a part of me hopes that you guys will find me, but my voice isn't unique. There's a lot of people with my voice, so okay. Acquire the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. I read the logs on Hawthorne's terminal mentioned rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently, a smuggler acquired several leads that way. Not really. I've heard people with my voice.
Great law, is it hot in here?
In
or
fact,
is it just my glands acting up again?
In fact, my two brothers and my younger sister, my two younger brothers and my two younger brothers and my one younger sister, they actually have similar voices to mine.
Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go. That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the
Yeah.
colony. That's us.
I mean,
though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
One of my younger brothers has a slightly deeper version of my voice. My other younger brother has a raspier version of my voice. And my younger sister has a slightly higher, well, not that slightly, but yeah, slightly higher version of my voice.
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will.
I doubt
They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel.
Because I found your...
Like this heat business. Shameful.
Oh, no, there's
but it
more
won't work.
them.
No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
I know who she is.
Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her...
But, I mean, if I somehow do a corporation, I'll try to ask if I can stream a Fallout game, so maybe you can find me one day.
Then what are you asking me about her for?
I mean, I still have to play Fallout 4, you know? I mean, I played Fallout 4 outside of stream, but I want to experience it with you guys, and I never played the DLCs. See ya. PS4. I bought it on release.
Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me,
yeah.
I think the fight's starting to wear on her. This heat problem we've got's gone unfixed for weeks. Can't say I know what the holdup
I have
is,
enough money
but I'm
to
sure she's trying her
buy
best.
a second-hand PS5, but in the same time, I need to save that money because I still need to pay off the pre-order for Fire Emblem. Oh yeah, the thing you did. Back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see.
Nice.
I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Because of my capture card, I can just unplug my capture card from my Nintendo Switch and attach it to my PS4. And then I can just stream Fallout 4, but I don't know when I'm gonna stream Fallout 4. Oh no, those aren't scams, they're actually from stores. Like, stores here in Australia. The thing is, Australia didn't have a PS5 shortage. Australia didn't have a PS5 shortage. Like, we actually had a lot of PS5s. Sorry if I'm bragging about Australia's situation with the PS5. But yeah, we actually had a lot of PS5, but at the time, they all cost... They all cost 1,500 because they were newly released, but now their prices are going down. Because, you know, it's been 2 years. In fact, if you subscribe to a phone company, they'll give you a PS5. They'll give you a PS5 just for joining them. Yeah. I mean, the cheapest you could find at the time was the second-hand ones, and they were like 900. Now second-hand ones go for 300. Meanwhile, a new PS5 can go from 900 with games or 600 without games. Or I could trade in my PS4 and get the PS5 a lot cheaper, but I don't know, I'm kinda attached to my PS4. That phone company, if you subscribe to them and buy a family bundle, they'll give you a PS5. I wasn't part of that company, I was already subscribed to another internet company. Also, this internet company I'm in has better internet quality, so I'd be sacrificing my internet speed for a PS5. Is that really worth it? No, I'm not rich, I'm broke. I see things.
Those board folk are real prideful like.
Yeah.
Never want you looking behind the curtain.
That was back
see
in
derrieres.
That was back in 2020.
But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony is not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Yeah. So, I didn't sacrifice my internet for a PS5. I'll get it one day. Maybe when I finish off. Maybe if I finish off paying off Fire Emblem and the rest of university. Well, the thing is, the university says they'll wait until I get a job before I need to pay them. Maybe I'll wait until like my birthday next year to buy a PS5, but for now, even though it's very tempting, to buy a PS5 right now, I'm not gonna do it. There's still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true.
Hello, JC. Long time no see.
Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Okay.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Do I just need to buy it off you?
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
Okay, what do I need to buy from you? What's this? Archive cartridge. Battered emitter set. An offer to go to Australia for... I had an offer to go to Australia for... Could have gotten that PS5. I found a piece of chocolate my brother took. Huh. I mean, AIDS is transmitted by fluid, so yeah, I think it's possible. I mean, No Man's Sky is actually on sale for the Nintendo Switch. Okay. Okay, I found it. I mean, that depends on where you live. I mean, not really, because I live in the suburbs and my caves are in the suburbs and I still get spiders, but they're kind of small. I'm weird because I actually find spiders kind of cute.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
I'll play it one time. I was in an incident that involved a cop back in high school, and unlike the cops here are very friendly. In fact, the cop was talking to me like, "Hey, you play any PS4 games lately?" I'm like, "I've been playing Fallout," and the cop's like, "You should play No Man's Sky." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because it's fun."
This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Like, the cop is like, "You should play No Man's Sky." I'm like, I mean, my game schedule's full right now, so if I can, I'll play it. Cause what do you might call it? I plan out the games I need to play. Like, I'm most of the time I play games I enjoy. Then I need to find a spot for it. And right now my game slot is full. No, I'm not playing Honeypop. I also want to play Cyberpunk. Maybe when I get a PS5 I'll play Cyberpunk. Let's see. So I still need to talk about rumors. Oh, review. The thing was, I was actually pretty hyped for Cyberpunk. You have to keep... Like, when I found out Cyberpunk was going to be released back in 2017, I was actually excited for it. And then when it released, I know a lot of people were disappointed. I wasn't. I wanted to play it, but the thing is, I don't think my computer can handle it. And at the time, I was really broke. So now that... I found out now they're releasing DLC, but the DLC is only going to be, like, exclusive to next-gen consoles. So I might as well wait. Actually, they fixed it. They fixed a lot of the glitches. People are calling People are calling Cyberpunk the new... People are calling Cyberpunk the new No Man's Sky because on release, people says it was bad, but now it's actually improving. Groundbreaker weapon. So yeah, people are calling it the second coming in of No Man's Sky. I don't think this is where I need to. But the thing is, yeah, it's an R-rating game, so I don't know if it's a good idea to stream it. But Corporation VTubers have streamed it, and they had no problem, and they were under strict rules. Why? Nier Automata is also in my game list. Like, it was supposed to replace Fallout by the time I was broke. So it didn't replace Fallout, instead the Outer Worlds replaced Fallout.
Rizzo's purple berry punch. You want a punch?
Last time I heard about Cyberpunk is about the new game. Like, a lot of people... And then Cyberpunk rose in players because of the anime. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I already had plans to play Cyberpunk, but then I watched the anime. I'm like, oh, now this doesn't help my urge of wanting to play Cyberpunk. Wait, I need to look at a map. I liked it. A lot of people liked it. Like, it was runner up for the Game Awards, but best adaptation, it lost to Arcane. Yeah, it went to 5 million, if I remember correctly. Because apparently, Arcane explored more human elements. Meanwhile, Cyberpunk was just elaborating on what was going on with the game, adding backstory to the games. And apparently, to a lot of people, that didn't speak to them. Whilst Arcane actually spoke to people because it delve into character insecurities like depression and abandonment issues, and people related to that. But yeah, Cyberpunk Edgerunners came second. I don't know who came third. I think it was Sonic. No, it's not down there. Where do I need to go? I mean, Sonic Prime wasn't released during the time of the Game Awards, so it wasn't nominated, but Sonic 2 was. Okay, so... where do they want me? There's so many green spots, I don't know where to go. Oh, I need to ask around for the Groundbreaker weapon, right? I haven't... I could have sworn I saw... It's probably because the anime came out just then, but when Arcane first came out... When Arcane first came out, When Arcane first came out, people were talking about it as well. So it's timing. And also Arcane is a series, so it's still ongoing. So people can expect more from it. And also people kind of lost faith in the Game Awards because of Last of Us 2. Like, people said there were better games than Last of Us 2, but it still won. In my opinion, Last of Us 2 was alright. Like, it wasn't like, oh, crawl space.
Nice and easy.
Huh. Then there was the whole Sonic Frontiers Genshin Impact War. You guys saw that? Let's see what they have.
Hell of a job.
Okay.
You the new hire?
I mean, I played Genshin Impact, but the thing is, I voted for Sonic Frontiers because I kind of spited some of the fans. Yeah, go. Yeah.
What's that noise? What do you think you're doing? Just don't complicate my job, okay?
I don't actually know where I want to. Where do I need to go? I'm lost. Like, my map isn't even telling me where I need to go. My disguise is gonna run out. Oh, I still remember, in my opinion, just to spite those Western developers who hated on Elden Ring. Cause the thing is, I voted against Genshin Impact because I kinda got mad at some Genshin fans who were attacking Fire Emblem, saying Fire Emblem is just copying Genshin Impact. That I got mad because of that, so I voted against Genshin Impact, even though I kinda sorta enjoy the game sometimes.
What was that? What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Smell that? Recycled air never tasted so good.
Recycled? Manufactured and paid for, more like. I'll take the natural stuff, thanks.
At least I know where all these smells came from.
So yeah, I kinda got spiteful, but it looks like my anger wasn't, you know, my anger didn't pay off. I don't know where to go, I'm lost. And my disguise is about to run out. Okay, I'm running back. If I can get a good layout of this place. Wrong button. Okay. Review the... Oh, I need to go on Hawthorne's thing. Never mind. Like a lot of games, it's not the game itself that's fault. It's the fans that are at fault, in my opinion. Like, there are toxic fans out there. That's the reason why a lot of people end up hating the series, because of the fans who are toxic. So, yeah, it's not the game's fault, it's the toxic fans. Thing is, Genshin isn't even Japanese. Like, yeah, it has a Japanese dub, but it's not Japanese. Also, I kind of claimed victory because Elden Ring won a lot of awards. In my opinion, it deserved those awards. But I remember Ubisoft developers were hating. Nowadays you can't really use gays as, you know, an insult because, you know, like, you could say what you want about Genshin, but yeah. Anyways, I still remember some Ubisoft developers were like angry and saying, "Oh, Elden Ring doesn't understand the concept of open worlds." I know, but just be careful, there could be some people in chat who do feel kinda strong about that, so...
I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer...
I've been meaning to play. No, not me. I'm worried that someone in chat could be. Because you know how it's nowadays. Yeah. But still, I mean, I could get a little toxic sometimes too. I mean, it's hard to offend me. I get more defensive about you guys getting attacked. Like, I remember there was this one time someone was annoying my chat, and that's when I actually kind of snapped. So, yeah. I don't get offended. If the only time I get offended is when someone's attacking my chat. Fireball, hello. How are you? Wait, wrong chat. But yeah, I kept getting sidetracked about the whole Elden Ring thing. The thing is, Ubisoft developers, those guys, I mean, they were former Ubisoft developers. They were like, "Oh, Elden Ring doesn't understand the concept of open world. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be gauge. It's supposed to be free, and the players can do whatever they want." Why do you think Ubisoft has been declining in the past years? No offense to them. Yeah. I'm alright. Oh, since there's new people here in chat right now, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Acquire Elias's science weapon. Acquire the science weapon. I probably need to ask around. I mean, technically speaking, Firewall and Lothric and Spiral, because they didn't say their New Year's resolutions yet. But look at them now. Like, Elden Ring won awards for its writing and it won Game of the Year. Meanwhile, Ubisoft never did anything. Like, I kinda have a love-hate relationship with Ubisoft because I'm a massive fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Like, I love Assassin's Creed. But I hate Odyssey. Don't talk. Odyssey doesn't count as Assassin's Creed. I will die on that hill. I would die on that hill. Like, don't call Odyssey Assassin's Creed. I would die on that hill. The closest thing it got to Assassin's Creed. The closest thing it got to Assassin's Creed was when they introduced what's his name? Darius, but even then they broke a lot of lore. I mean, Valhalla was kind of good because the main writer for Valhalla, he wrote a lot of the older games. He wrote Black Flag and Revelations, and those are considered they're considered some of the best games in the series. But he was in charge of writing the story for Valhalla. But the thing was he was also kind of controlled by Ubisoft's directors. In fact, Assassin's Creed Syndicate was supposed to be. I know I've said this so many times in stream, but I'm still salty about it, so I'm gonna keep saying it. Syndicate was supposed to be 50-50. It's supposed to be 50% Jacob and 50% Evie, right? But the final game was 30% Evie and 70% Jacob. And also Assassin's Creed Odyssey, even though I don't like calling it Assassin's Creed, Cassandra was supposed to be the only playable character. But the president of Ubisoft was like, women don't sell. So that's why Assassin's Creed had a non-canon option for Odyssey, and why Evie, even though fans said Evie was the better half of Syndicate, she was backtracked because of that mentality. See ya. And when Ubisoft got called out, they had a whole overhaul of the staff. Like, a lot of the developers left the seat. A lot of the and also Eivor. Eivor is a female name in Scandinavia. Yet they still had a male Eivor. The good thing is, they had one of the best writers of the series to write that game. Yeah, not besides Japan. I mean, you can still go back to Japan because of Metroid. Metroid sold a lot. Let's see. Tomb Raider is considered an icon. I don't know what Ubisoft was on. Then again, they have a new president who doesn't believe in that anymore. But luckily, the writer of the new story, the writer of Valhalla managed to write it into the story by saying, oh, Eivor has a little bit of Odin's DNA, so the Animus gets confused. Yeah, but still, now she's considered one of the most badass gamers female gaming characters. So it's a good thing Ubisoft got an overhaul. They have a new president, they have a new HR team. They got rid of their old HR team. And they have a lot of new writers. And now the old writer for Assassin's Creed, the one who wrote Valhalla, he came back into the team. So I'm optimistic of what the new Ubisoft will have, but in the same time, apparently some people still didn't leave the company. So it wasn't a complete overhaul. Yeah. Okay, I need to map out this floor. I mean, with Assassin's Creed, with Assassin's Creed Mirage, their latest game, it's gonna go back to the roots of the series. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Assassin's Creed Valhalla took a lot of the old elements from the older Assassin's Creed, even though it was still RPG. Even though it was RPG, it still took some elements from the old. I mean, then again, Bayonetta's writer was the original writer of Devil May Cry. He left Capcom. Also, the fantasy elements kind of ruined it because there was actually a creed that all Assassin's Creed developers had to listen to. And that creed, no pun intended, that creed was everything magical must be explained scientifically in the series. But no, they just went full out fantasy, even though they kind of tried to fix it by saying, hello, they kind of fixed it by saying that a lot of the mythical creatures you ran into were scientific experiments of the first civilization. Meanwhile, the Odin memories is apparently because they were tainted by Eivor. Like, Eivor is a sage. She has a 3-helix DNA. She has her own DNA, and she has Odin's DNA. But when she visited Odin's memories, it was tainted because she had to drink alcohol instead of going into the Animus. She drank alcohol to view Odin's memories, so they were tainted by her belief of the gods. But if you watch the secret cutscene of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you actually see the truth, and you see that Odin was kind of a scientist. He wasn't a scientist. He was the leader of his own faction of the Isu. And it was still explained scientifically. Like, they uploaded their memory into the human gene pool, like, downloading. So, yeah. Valhalla tried to fix a lot of the damage that was done by Odyssey. And also, I don't know what went through Ubisoft. The reason why Odyssey was like that is because it tried. Too much information. Oh, sorry. I just get passionate about this stuff. I hope I'm not annoying you. If... Oh, what was I saying? I forgot. Where am I supposed to find out groundbreaking weapon?
We're in a holding pattern.
I'm literally lost. I mean, I'm always lost. It doesn't really change anything.
Moms had to go on break. Chief didn't have enough hands to work.
I'll just find the other weapon then. The sages can't choose who did. Yeah, it's because they explain it in the game. Oh, Odyssey tried to copy the success of The Witcher. The thing is, Valhalla explained that Juno actually went to Odin and told him about uploading DNA into the human gene pool. So Odin was like, okay, then I'm gonna steal it from Jupiter. And in the game, you actually steal it from Jupiter. But because of Eivor's tainted view, they have different names. Like, Jupiter had a different name, but the voice actor is still the same, so you could recognize him. So, yeah, Odin stole the sage technology from Jupiter. In fact, Jupiter hid it, because apparently it was a failure. But Juno went to Odin and said, hey, you know you could save your people by uploading your DNA into the human gene pool? And Odin's like, that sounds like a good idea. So yeah, also Valhalla connects a lot to the older Assassin's Creed games. I haven't played Valhalla. I wanted to play it, but my computer was like, yeah, you're not gonna play it.
Would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Because, yeah, Valhalla tried to fix what Odyssey did. They don't choose. Eivor just ended up being Odin's sage. Eivor's canonically female while Odin is male. So that's how they explained it. It's because male Eivor looks like Odin. That's what Odin looked like when he was still alive. Yeah. Because I think it was RAM problems, but now it can be fixed. Yeah, so you meet the other sages. Like, you meet Thor's sage. Because the sages they chose were... I mean, the sages that Odin chose, aka his closest friends, were Freya, Thor, Tyr, Thor's wife, whose name I keep forgetting, and also Loki. Odin didn't choose him. In fact, Odin hated him, obviously. Loki snuck into the sage room, the Yggdrasil, you know, the world tree. For them, that was a supercomputer. Loki snuck into there and uploaded his gene pool. Bazum, the guy who a guy you met in Valhalla, and you're gonna play as Bazum in Mirage, is the sage of is the sage of Loki. But the thing is, a lot of the sage go mad. Eivor was different because sages have these birthmarks. Well, the Norse sages have birthmarks because the way they uploaded their memories was through by spinal tap. Eivor's birthmark, aka the spinal tap, was damaged by wolves, so Eivor resisted most of Odin's influence. Like,
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink
that would
down
be...
into a
Wait, are you drunk?
size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Having 3 born in one clan and allied to one clan is insanely lucky. They found each other, like they didn't know each other in the beginning of the story. I mean, Sigurd, your adopted brother, was the sage of Tyr. And another one of your clan members' mother, so someone older than Eivor, was the sage of Freya. Meanwhile, the other sages appear later in the game. Like, the sons of Ragnar. Not Ragnar, my friend, like Ragnar, the historical figure. I want to test out this shrink ray. You meet them. But yes, sages were susceptible to going insane. But, because Eivor's the main character, she managed to resist Odin. In fact, in one part of the game, like towards the end of the game, you actually fight Odin in your head. But in the final chapter of Assassin's Creed, which is a free update, in Valhalla, the thing is, they didn't believe in sages. They didn't really know the sages, and they didn't really believe in reincarnation. So in a sense, Eivor didn't think she was talking to Odin. In reality, she was.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
But, what do you call it? In the final chapter, Eivor makes peace with Odin. Like, she starts asking him questions about stuff.
Destination reached.
Like, what was his true nature? Like, he wasn't a god. So, what caused his species to die out? And then Odin just explains everything to her. And yeah, like I said, the place Odyssey came from wasn't good. Because they were trying to capitalize on the success of The Witcher. But even then, even though The Witcher had multiple choice, they still felt like Geralt. I have Witcher 3. In fact, I will play it in the future. But Cassandra, because Cassandra's the canon protagonist, her choices were too different from each other. Meanwhile, the writer for Valhalla made sure that all the choices, even though they're different, made it sound like something Eivor would say. And now they've hinted at Assassin's Creed Hex or something. Assassin's Creed, which is based off, I think in America? Then there's Assassin's Creed Red, which is based in Japan. And I've been waiting for a Japanese Assassin's Creed. You won't believe how long I've been waiting for a Japanese Assassin's Creed. Then there's that mobile game. Then there's that, there's Assassin's Creed Mirage. The thing is, even though I was waiting for a Japanese Assassin's Creed, I'm worried. Like, I'm really worried about the place it's going to. Yeah, then all of a sudden they saw the success of Ghost of Tsushima, and Ghost of Tsushima won some game awards. And they're like, oh, maybe we could copy that.
Searching for
Okay, let's test that string right. Like I said, I don't know what goes on in Ubisoft's mind when they try to copy other games. Okay, let's test this out. Did that work? Oh, it did shrink. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna play any Blizzard Activision games because unlike Ubisoft, even after all their controversy, they didn't really do anything about it. Japan is really the world now. In terms of media, yes, but in a sense, they're still behind the US. They're still behind the US, so it's Japan and the US. I mean, Korea is starting to catch up. Same with China, because they kind of took over the world with Genshin Impact, but Japan and the US and Korea are the ones that are kind of leading entertainment. Zawaldo! Korea to me, come and go. I mean, they're kind of leading with music, you know, K-pop. Speaking of toxic fandoms, I'm kidding, I'm not gonna get into them. They're gonna try to cancel me. I mean, I kind of like K-pop. It's just, I avoid listening to K-pop because of the toxic fandom. Yeah, not... I don't like how... yeah. Australia, we're not really doing anything in terms of media, so I guess we're alright. I mean, we make movies here and there. Okay, let's fast travel the ship. Also, don't you think it's kind of weird? Like, people used to make fun of people for liking anime, and people used to make fun of people for liking K-pop, but now look at them, they're mainstream. I mean, look at Doom. Its logic was, kill demons. I'm a VTuber. You could tell my stance on anime. Firewall still here? Or... I mean, I think he kind of hinted at that he was drunk. Yes, I am a weeb. I don't know, it makes me cringe every time someone says, "Oh, I'm not a weeb, I'm an otaku." Do they even know what otaku means? In Japan, otaku means someone who's really interested in something. Like, there are train otakus, like people who are into trains. There are video game otakus, who are people who are very into video games. Otaku doesn't mean you like anime. That's an anime otaku. You need to be specific. Because otaku means a big fan or something. Like, it has no direct translation.
You're free to disembark.
It's just cringy how people use it. Like, it means something in Japanese, but people just use it. If you're a gun otaku, that means you just like guns. That doesn't mean you like anime. You just like guns. Because otaku means someone who's very interested in something. That's why it kind of like... It's like a pet peeve of mine. It kind of makes me cringe when people are like, "I'm not a weeb, I'm an otaku." Shut up. Like, seriously. Sorry if I got a little mad there. That's why I claim to be a weeb, because being a nerd used to be a... Yeah. I'm a weeb too. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. Some consider to be unnatural.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Sorry, I can't do a Palpatine voice.
And now for a special word from Chairman Rockland.
Greetings, hard-working citizens of Halcyon. In these
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. Some consider to be unnatural.
Can I kill you? Oh, they're outlaws. I can kill them. I think it's time for the Reaper to reap. Who's next? Where are you? I remember when people thought anime was nothing but... yeah. Also, fun fact, last year I was actually supposed to do an Uwu Palpatine, but I kinda forgot about it. I only remembered it now. Would you guys hate me if I did an Uwu Palpatine? I mean, I kinda just did it there, but yeah, you know what I mean. If I did the full thing. Uwu Palpatine. Dr. Seuss is actually the first known. Huh. Did anyone actually get... going back to what Firewall said, did anyone actually get shoved into the locker? Like, out of curiosity.
Not like someone left their name on it.
No, I was supposed to do it last year, but I forgot about it. Huh. It's a good thing I accidentally found this. My high school had lockers, but the thing is, no one really shoved anyone in lockers. But I was kinda thin enough to fit through the lockers, so sometimes as a joke, when just before class, I hope it changes one day. Like, before class, I would put myself into a locker. No one. I'm not rich. I would put myself into a locker and just like hide from my teacher sometimes, and he was chill about it. I got into middle school. Huh. In high school, the lockers were optional. Like my school literally said, "Oh, if you want a locker, just bring a lock to school and claim a locker for yourself." I was stupid and I didn't claim a locker for myself. I just, you know, I just carried all my books. I mean, I could have. Thinking about it, I had to carry 10 kilos every day. And I had to walk home. Like, I had to walk home 30 minutes away. It will change when actual Marvel mutants will natural evolve. Yeah. We are. Because... I mean, it's recommended not to carry your bags around. They wanted us to actually use lockers to put our bags in, but not everyone listened. But because it was a suggestion, not a command. Also, apparently the whole Marvel Mutants thing was actually an analogy for racism. Remember, Stan Lee was ahead of his time. Oh, that's cruel. In fact, humans right now are kind of mutants themselves. Like, apparently there's some athletes out there who have a mutation where their hearts beat differently. As a result, they can run for longer.
Crew members Ellie and Max
and they
are
get tired
engaged in a
less.
heated discussion in the kitchen.
Yeah, Stanley also knew how to write an actual female protagonist as well. The thing is, I agree with Stanley's form of writing. Like, just because you're another race, you're another gender, you shouldn't make that about yourself. That shouldn't be your character trait. Like, just act like a normal... If you're gonna write a person of another gender or another race, make them act like, you know, themselves, like a normal human. That's why Mary Sue's exist. Like, because people don't know how to write. Also, Stanley has the best answer for death battles or people... Yeah. That's true. And also, Stanley had the best answer when it came to debates who would win in a fight. Like, someone asked Stanley, who would win in a fight, Hulk or Thor? Like, originally he said he thinks Thor will win because Thor's a god, but he also said this, it's up to the writer who wins. Like, it's in the writer's hands who wins in a fight. So he technically just he discredited Death Battle by saying it's up to the writer to see who wins. The fear of the lost school. I mean, I don't want to talk about it because it could be a bit dark and eerie, but Australia hasn't had school shootings
high society. You're gonna start shitting gold too?
Years.
Are you kidding? I'll eat my bid cartridges before I waste them on shit like that.
We stick together after all this? I'll hold you to that.
I know, it's sealed.
I just might. Someone's gotta
Yeah, you could tell because, going back to what Farwell said, you could tell because of, Magneto. Magneto was Jewish. And also, even though Magneto didn't respect humans, he respected one human. In the comics, it's actually canonical that he... Keep in mind, Stanley did actually play both sides of Thor versus Hulk argument. Yeah. But that's a good answer though, like it's up to the writer, so don't think about it too hard. But there's one human it's canonical that there's one human that Magneto respects. He respects Captain America. Because I think in one of the comics, Captain America actually saved Magneto from a concentration camp. And since then, he's respected. And also, in one of the comics, when Magneto did fight Captain America refused to hate mutants. And then Magneto kept attacking him. And then Magneto's like, oh, you're bound to hate mutants now because I attacked you. And Magneto's like, and Captain America's like, I don't care. I'm not gonna hate you because you're different. Zavaldo. I finally got a longer. Huh. It depends on the rider. This doesn't work. Yeah, that's true. Zavaldo. It's always the fans. Like, if you look at Twitter and the writers themselves, they don't actually hate each other. Like, they're actually supportive of each other. And most people who write for Marvel do tend to write for DC as well. In fact, Stan Lee also wrote a manga. And also, Stan Lee also wrote for DC as well. So there's really no quote-unquote loyalty with the writers. If a job needs to be done, they'll do it. If they like the superhero, they'll do it. Like, there could be a writer who's a fan of Superman and Spider-Man, and he could end up... Well, why am I saying he? They could end up writing for both. Yeah. Finally, some action. Hello there!
Watch out!
Spider-Man can throw the Hulk like Smith. Yeah. I'm pretty sure in the comics, Spider-Man actually threw a train carriage at the Juggernaut or something. I haven't leveled up this stream yet. But the thing is, I love comic books and manga, so I'm kind of a weeb nerd hybrid. But nowadays it's kind of like blurring because a lot of manga artists are actually starting to draw art and write for comics. And some comic book artists like Stan Lee, he kind of set the stage for comic book writers to write manga. Star Wars literally has hired a bunch of anime studios to make Star Wars Vision. So the blur's kind of like the line's kind of like blurring between nerd and weeb. So maybe in a few years' time I can't claim to be a nerd-weeb hybrid. Because it's just gonna fall under the same category. Zavoldo! I gave up on modern comics so far, for the most part. Everything to me is just, I mean, a lot of people are actually complaining about the Spider-Man run, and people hate the fact that Marvel writers refuse to give Peter Parker a happy ending, or a happy life. Like, everything that happens to Peter Parker is pain. Like, Peter Parker can't take a break. I kinda had a similar issue when Blackrock Shooter Dawnfall came out, because I'm a big fan of Blackrock Shooter. Maybe you could tell from my design, like, I was inspired by Blackrock Shooter. But it was years until the last Blackrock Shooter anime, and then I found out it was a Disney Plus exclusive. I mean, fortunately for me, my brother had Disney Plus, and he bought the family bundle, so every member of my family has Disney Plus because of him. Then I still ended up watching Blackrock Shooter Daggerfall. That doesn't change the fact that there is a slew of good Marvel. Yeah. I watched Spider-Man No Way Home and I loved it. It made me feel like a kid again. Seeing Tobey Maguire spoiler. Seeing actually, there's no point of spoiler alert. It's pretty much in the open. Seeing Tobey Maguire again as Spider-Man really made me feel like a kid. And from there, I got more motivated to become a VTuber. That was back in December. I became a full-time VTuber around February last year. It was then when I made a decision. Anything could happen in life. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm a VTuber, and at that time, even though at that time I only had 27 subscribers, it was still a large number to me. So that's when I decided. It reminded me of my dream. Spider-Man. I thought it was overrated and not the... Oh, also they kind of retconned something in Spider-Man No Way Home. Her name is Michelle Jones, right? But she actually has a second last name that she doesn't really use. Her real name is Michelle Jones Watson. But all I'm gonna say... Oh, I leveled up. All I'm gonna say is that Andrew Garfield was amazing. No pun intended. Yeah, her real last name is Watson. And also Norman Osborn actually made a comment about it, like, Mary Jane? And she was like, no, Michelle Jones. Yeah. I mean, I never really hated... I never hated any of the Spider-Man actors. I know... I know a lot of people were harsh on, Andrew Garfield. It's draw. Last stat. When you are at low health. I do like each of the three. Yeah. Like, Spider-Man is supposed to be quippy and jokey, but as Peter, he's supposed to be more, like... Peter was supposed to be like... Peter Parker's more like a human, like someone you could relate to. That's what Tobey Maguire did. Like, he was a good Peter Parker, but as Spider-Man, he wasn't that quippy, and he didn't really capture the charm of the character. But he was my first Spider-Man. Andrew, yeah, he was still nerdy, but in the same time, he was kinda really cool. I mean, in the comics, Stan Lee actually said Peter is actually really handsome. It's just that it's his personality that's the reason why he got bullied a lot. Piercing shots. Yeah, I'll take this one. Trying to make the J. Jonah Jameson jokes. Andrew played a very good Spider-Man. He was an amazing Spider-Man. No pun intended. Actually, pun fully intended. He was an amazing Spider-Man. Isn't Superboy at least somewhat relative? And here's the thing, in the comic book, Superboy is actually a telekinetic. He uses telekinesis to mimic Superman's powers. But his source of power is still from the sun. Also, it depends on the Superboy you're talking about. I'm talking about Connor Kent Superboy. Not John Kent Superboy.
And that's how it's done, Captain.
It's still gonna be Tom Holland, even though Tom Holland said he's ready to retire. Like, he said, I don't want to be Spider-Man until I'm 30. And he also says he wants to be known for other things than just Spider-Man. I mean, the Form 7, and also Mace Windu's own form, I think it was Bapod, or Juyo, reflects anger back to the aggressor. That's why Mace Windu is very effective when it comes to fighting Sith Lords. I actually enjoyed Uncharted. So that's why Mace Windu reflects anger back onto the user. And also, I know in Legends, Star Wars Legends, you could just get any color lightsaber crystal, right? I saw, yeah. In Legends, you could just get any lightsaber crystals. But in canon, this is something I prefer the canon has. You need to attune to a lightsaber in order to get its color. So it's like, if your personality is more akin to a blue lightsaber, you'll get a blue lightsaber. So that's true, but still. I enjoyed the movie. So Mace Windu's lightsaber, their explanation to why it was purple is because Mace was kinda in tap with the dark side. But the thing is, he knew. Like, he didn't fall to the dark side. He knew how to use it for his own good. The board sends its Hello. I can see you're an Outer Worlds fan too. Zawaldo. Weren't the Sith using artificial crystals in Legend? Not just the Sith. Luke was also using an artificial crystal. But in a sense, the idea of the artificial crystals was kind of similar to how canon crystals work. In canon, they need to bleed the crystal. They need to pour in their negative emotions into a kyber crystal in order to turn it red. Zawaldo. And that's the reason for Kylo Ren, why his crystal broke. Is because apparently he had too much anger that he cracked his crystal. And that's why he needed to use those air vents. AKA, you know, the crossguard lightsaber. Yeah, bleeding is cool. It is, actually. That's why I kinda sided with them, in a sense. I should have just used my scythe. My scythe is a lot stronger than my sniper rifle, but what am I doing? It's kind of fun. I mean, the way Darth Maul got his crystal in the Legends was he literally set in an oven and poured his anger. I mean, the oven was because they were making artificial crystals. It's pretty metal, though. Like there are things I prefer more Legends things over canon things. I mean, thanks to Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, a lot of Legends is coming into canon. Because it's obvious that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are massive fans of Legends. You could see in The Mandalorian that they were introducing a lot of Legends element, like the Mandalorian War, or the fact that, what's his name? Jango Fett was a Mandalorian. So, yeah, because of those two, a lot of Legends is getting into canon. And I'm kind of happy about that, but apparently Jon Favreau did something that got a lot of fans hating him, but apparently it's cooled down now. But yeah, the only thing I prefer in the canon is the explanation for the crystals. Like, I love the crystals. I prefer the canon crystals over the... I prefer the canon crystals over the over the legend crystals. Because it feels more special, like it's yours. So well though. I mean, they're trying their best on what they can do, because they're also kind of limited on what they can do. So well though. Bonk. Bonk. What are you doing up there? N-ray. I have the N-ray attachment, but I've never used it on anything. Actually, I put it on a sword and I got killed. I don't really have a favorite damage type, as long as it works, but I do have a favorite weapon. I love my scythe. Like, the first time I got it, I kind of went crazy and I started overkilling. That's just... Yes, you need to be balanced.
Sorry, can't do that.
And also, you could tell that, George Lucas actually approves of, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. I mean, I am a dragon demon. Hello! I'm on fire! Oops. Zawaldo. Is someone behind me? Oh, you are. Zawaldo. Die. Die. Oh, the robot keeps pushing me. The plague bringer. Why are there two ringleaders? Okay, I'm gonna die. And that robot keeps pushing me. I'm running. Where are those robots? The robots keep pushing me. Gosh darn it. Why isn't it shooting? Take a trip in the pad spiral, maybe. I mean, I do enjoy some of the new stuff. Drug addiction. I didn't really use drugs, besides, you know, the healing items, but I'm rejecting that. To me, the sequels are dead. Like, it had potential, but they just had to make Rey a Mary Sue. Well, why are you just walking? Why are you ignoring me? And why are you taking any damage? Hey! I'm noisily taking... Huh. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, let's see what they have. A debate I found interesting. Now you notice us. Make her... Huh. Well, it's about to be dead. Surprised I didn't die. Okay, let's claim these guys. I'll repair a bunch of my equipment later. Ooh, there's... Is it just you? Are you lonely?
Make him regret it!
You could join your friends. Where are you? Rescate in Pache. No. Don't touch it. No touch. No touch Ahogi. Leave Ahogi alone. I probably need to look for a pile of ashes. Speaking of ashes, Ash from Pokemon is retiring. I'm curious to see how the series goes. They have new protagonists. That's why when I said version 3 has elements of my real self, the Ahoge is one of it. One of the real self elements. Can I just fast travel? I have a flamethrower. I just don't use it. Or did I accidentally sell it? I'll check my inventory after I fast travel. So who do you think is a better martial artist? The thing is, Batman knows multiple forms of martial arts, but Goku has been honing the one he knows for his entire life. And also, Goku, believe it or not, has actually a unique ability to mimic fighting styles. Mimicry. Apparently that's one of his talents. So, in a sense, Goku can actually mimic Batman's different styles. That's how he learned Kamehameha in the first place. And a bunch of other things as well. He can mimic attacks. That's one of his abilities. In fact, Goku also has telekinesis, but he doesn't use it because it doesn't really aid him in fighting. Okay, let's see if I did sell mine. Plasma launcher. Monkeys. Technically, yeah. Then again, Toriyama's a joker. Here it is. Flamethrower. Maybe... Do I still have... when I see an upgrade bench, I'll see if I can... I'll see if I... Oh, I need to get through there. So, I know it's gonna be controversial, but but Batman probably knows this. Like, Batman always prepares. In my opinion, it'll probably be a tie between Batman and Goku for martial arts. Also, Goku could possibly drag it out because he loves... Yeah. Goku loves a good fight, so he'll probably draw it out as long as he wants to. And he's not gonna use Super Saiyan because it's a martial arts fight. Yep. Oh, more people. I've never used a flamethrower, so what if... Nah, I'll... when I get the upgrade. Hello! Fear the Reaper. Bonk! Bonk!